Hi everyone, I'm Wolfbox and welcome back to City Skylines. Since we last left off, I've been doing a little bit of expansion in our city area here, and I've been making it look just a little bit nicer. So I chopped off a little bit here and added a bit more out here so we could get our population going up. I actually let the game run because we're actually not too far off from the next milestone, which is Busy Town. And of course, we're breaking in pretty good money. I built another elementary school up here so we could educate our people more. And I also placed down a few parks. So we have a park area here. We have another park area over here. And I think there's actually one more that I missed. No, actually, I think that's it. Bulldoze that abandoned building. So while there is still quite a bit of expansion that we can do, I think that what I wanted to do is wait around for, of course, our population milestone to hit over. But I also purchased some more land over here. And I think that I want to start eventually developing the other parts of our city. So the great thing about this area over here, and the reason why I bought it, is that we have a rail line, a rail connection, which will help our industry a ton. But I also think that our city is going to be focusing its transport on trains, mostly because the Adirondacks is based off of trains. There's the Adirondack Rail, and I think that would also just fit better. So, our village is supposed to be, our city rather, it's supposed to be kind of not antiquated, but a little more old-timey. And we also unlocked the districts tool, and what I wanted to do with this is finally lay out our first district, which is going to be, like our first small little community. We're also going to increase our power generation. Let's actually take care of that now before it becomes an issue. Okay, our consumption is way, way, way less. What's going on here? Let's check out our budget. Yeah, let's raise our electricity budget back up. And let's place down another wind turbine. Bingo. And we should be able to place down one more, and bingo. And that should be generating us enough electricity now. Yeah, just enough to keep up. Dang. I didn't think we were doing that bad on electricity. Thought we were doing pretty good. Okay, and our water is also going to start hitting its limit soon. Something else I wanted to mention is that when I started playing this game... Oh, actually, one more thing. So now that all of our land values are increasing, we're actually getting our buildings to increase in level, which... well, it's also due to that education level going up. And this will just mean that more families can live in these smaller homes, and we can get our population to cruise up a little bit more without having to build up too much more buildings. Hopefully the fire truck will get over here. I know I don't have the greatest fire coverage. Yeah. Anyway, what I wanted to talk about is I tried getting this game to start in 1997 as a little, nod to SimCity creator and global warming age, but it's a little bit difficult to do. So what I tried to do was set my date and time to 1990 to January 1st, 1997, and that worked. But I made a slight oopsie, and it didn't actually save. I didn't want to go through it again, but it's also kind of just a little bit of mess to muddle with. I'm sure that there's a mod out there that allows you to set the start date of the game, but it's not too big of a deal. Being in the 2020s is all right, I suppose. But I didn't want to be too far in the future. Okay, they're going to start needing more workers, so we're going to need to start expanding our city. And what I think I want to do is, I know I said that I might want to bulldoze some things if they're kind of inorganic, but I did try my best to make this look just a little bit better and a little bit more unplanned. Or, I mean, not unplanned, but, a little bit more jagged. So I added these at an angle. And then I put this area up here. I don't know what I want to do with it. I think it's probably just going to end up being another residential zone, I suppose. I guess we can fill up this area up here. But we also have to worry about our power generation. Well, I guess not anymore right now. Let's get that. Get those buildings going. Well, I'm going to expand the city a little bit. I'll see you soon. And with just a little bit more development, we're now a busy town. We've at long last unlocked the tourism specialization, but we're not going to be working on that for quite some time because we still need to flesh out our city. See, we've unlocked a lot of things here. Awesome. We also got some more money. I built another one of these, of course, another advanced wind turbine. But we were going to finish our district over here before we were rudely interrupted. An airplane just went by. How nice. I suppose, though, we can do this here. And what's our next population milestone? A big town. Alright, well, I think this is going to be our initial district, which is going to be our first little, borough or whatever. And we're going to name it after the Phoenix, of course. Etern Heights. That will be our first little area. And I think now that we have a proper first little village, we can now rename Windville to Wind City. Yes, I know that it's already is a city, so putting Wind City in there is a little bit repetitive, but you know, I think Wind City has a better ring to it than the City of Wind, which I guess is the only other way you could write out city. Oh yeah, we still need to expand our industry zone. I can say I expanded out over here. I also added a little bit more of a turnaround area for the trucks so that we know that they'll at least have enough room. Alright. Let's actually do this, though. Let's get this down here. This down here. We're going to connect these eventually. So we'll just do that for now. I want to think about how I want to do this. I think long rows is going to work a lot better for us. So what we're going to do here is continue with our one-way roads, pulling them out and pushing them back in. I want to create good flow with our industry traffic, of course, because it's going to be kind of bulky if we don't do that. Well, we'll have to deal with a lot of traffic because trucks are definitely where your traffic's coming in because they got to get to commercial zones, they got to export things. Oh, yeah. Sometimes we're gonna end up with things like this where our water isn't exactly the greatest efficient setup, but you know it gets the job done, and that's all that really matters. But now we got some more industry zones zoned over here. In the future, I'd like to change our industry to less pollution, maybe no pollution if possible. You know, there's policies that we can enact that'll allow us to do that. But for now, we're probably not going to do that. But we're going to need more water supply, actually. So let's place down another... I'm not sure. So another thing we have to deal with in this game, other than just regular pollution, is noise pollution. Which makes sense to me. You know, things make noise. People don't want to live near noise. You know, that makes sense. But a water tower generating noise... Something just doesn't seem right to me about that. I don't know, but I don't think water towers make that much noise. They can't make more than a water pump, surely. But that'll get us our sewage and water treatment going. We have a huge population. And, okay. Our death care services are all good. How's our traffic doing? We have about 84% flow. I would say as long as you're above 80%, you're probably going to be alright. Okay, so something that's kind of been nagging me, and I guess I kind of gotta mention at some point, is that City Skylines has a sequel that's been announced to it. City Skylines 2. And I'm going to be totally honest with you, I'm not that excited about it. And it's mostly because of Paradox Interactive. They're the publishers of City Skylines. their DLC policies for their other games that I play, such as Europa Universalis 4, Hearts of Iron 4, Vicky 2, Stellaris. They're more grand strategy games. They're not in the they're in a similar uh category as Civ, but Civ is a lot more casual, more approachable. Uh Europa Universalis, Hearts of Iron 4 especially, not as approachable. But their DLC policies just kind of steer me away from that game because I could almost bet you that they've planned out DLC before the game has even come out. I just how I feel. That's how I feel. Because they recently announced, or they recently released Victoria 3. Well, it wasn't that recently, but you know, it wasn't too long ago. They released Victoria 3, and well, it didn't receive the greatest fanfare, but it also not too long afterwards had DLC announced for it. You know, if you can't make a good game, just sell some more DLC for it. But I think we've made enough money to actually pay off our loan. So let's take care of that. Pay it off. And we still have plenty of money. So, I mean, this is kind of my idea here is... probably in between episodes, I'll sit around and just, you know, let money accumulate so that next time we'll be able to do whatever we want, wherever we want to expand. I think we can actually buy another plot of land if we so desire. So we're going to be shooting out this length here. I think. That should be good. Then we can expand the village back out over here. I mean, I suppose it'll cover a huge area, but I don't want to make it too city-like. I want to keep some areas a little bit more separate than others. So I think what I want to do is we're going to cut this village off here, and we're going to have a new one over here, of course, that'll expand up here. And I think we'll have another smaller one just off the coast here. And we got to make sure we have some dead zones. But, you know, I want to make sure that I hear what you think we should do, where we should place things, because I know I want to do something with this this island over here, because I think it looks really nice. I think we can make something good out of it. I guess we could put a prison there, and it could be a prison island, but that wouldn't be too fun. I think we can make a nice landmark over here. Because there's honestly, the game has a great selection of landmarks that we're going to be able to play with. So let's see here. Yeah, we're not going to be able to afford any of them right now, really, but, you know, we'll get there eventually. But let's make sure our traffic is holding on for dear life. Yes, we're good. And how close are we to our next population milestone? We'll unlock campus areas. Ooh. Alright. One of the first things we want to do, though, as a policy that I usually like to take care of early on is smoke detector distribution. And it makes it so that buildings are way less likely to have fires. It does increase our upkeep of buildings just a little bit, which is kind of unfortunate, but we do have a lot of money raking in. And considering that our fire coverage is pretty low, I think that that's going to be helpful for us. It's going to cost money, but that's all right. It's actually only applied to this area over here, since our fire station is, yep, over there. It might actually still be wise, though, to maybe just plop down another fire station. Just to be... Oh, you know, actually, I think we don't need to do that. I think we'll be all right. But what I wanted to do here is place down another park. If I could get it centered, we're not going to be able to. No, center, come on. Alright, well, I guess so. We can't do that either. Nope. There we go. That'll work. Or not. There we go. That's alright. And we'll place some trees over here. Some pine trees. And some other trees. Like these are small beech trees. Alright. We're going to decorate the area, but we also just want our land values up. will expand. I guess that, so yes, we should place another fire station down here. We have the space for it. I think right here will do. Should give us pretty good coverage. So as you can see, that smoke detectors really decreased our weekly income, but I think it's gonna, the reduced risk of fires is really gonna help us out a lot, so we don't have to place down as many services. Alrighty. I think over here, I don't know how far I want its limits to go. I think probably just to up here. I think that's something out we can something we can figure out another time. But I think that we've done a pretty good job today. We've got our village expanded out a little bit more. Our city expanded out a little bit more. Eastern Heights has finally been established. It's got smoke detectors, and we've gotten some more land. And, of course, we don't have to worry about too much. We're generating a good amount of profit. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like and comment. For future content, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you'll be notified when new videos are out. I'm Wolvlox, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.